begin this morning by acknowledging that as a school community, we have gathered on the ancestral lands of the Massachusetts, Nipmuc, and Pawtucket tribes. We acknowledge them as the first peoples on this land on which our community lives, works, and gathers. I would ask that you make sure your cell phones are on vibrate or actually just turn them off. I know you want to take pictures, but please make sure that we don't have any disruptions with phone calls. My name is Antonio Viva. I am the 12th head of school at Walnut Hill School for the Arts. Trustees, honored guests, members of the faculty and staff, families and friends, and most importantly, our distinguished graduates, the class of 2022, good morning. It is my privilege to welcome all of you to our 128th commencement exercises. Along with Jenny McAuliffe, our chair of the Board of Trustees, I extend my warmest congratulations to all of our seniors receiving a diploma today and acknowledge the support that has helped you along the way. To all the families and friends with us here, and to those who could not be here in person and are watching our ceremony via live stream or thinking of our graduates as they celebrate this moment, you are here with us in spirit. So we will begin our ceremony today with our salutation and our school song.
I thought this would be scary, but I'm fine. So, greetings, students, faculty, family, and invited guests. My name is Bella Casparriello. You may have seen me walking around campus in my Christmas PJs, regardless of season, engaging in dance battles at all school events, playing both the Glee soundtrack and terrible 90s grunge music in the fitness center while I was working, or winning a pie eating contest during assembly, which is something I was congratulated for way more than any performance I've ever been involved in at Walnut Hill. I guess I was surprised that you all voted for me for this position. I am not the smartest student in the class, the most exceptional dancer, and I constantly did my homework the night before, the morning of, or never at all for 4 years straight. When I got this nomination, I felt really honored and blessed that you all thought of me this way. Because the one thing I do have is love and care for this school. I have cried in just about every building on campus. I have laughed so hard in the dining hall that I couldn't breathe. I recall one time I was in the fishbowl singing Toxic by Britney Spears so loudly that Z-Rob came out of his office and told me it was a COVID violation to sing. Although I'm pretty sure he was lying just to get me to shut up. I first came and discovered this campus through former dance instructor Kathy Kozel, as my mom had trained from her when she was in high school, making Walnut Hill a fated destination. I was just 6 years old, first grade. It was then I started driving every single day to campus, a 30-minute drive, assuming it was one of those rare no traffic days, with my dad, just to take dance class. I looked up to all the dancers in the high school and wondered if I would ever be able to attend such a magical secret place. 12 years later, my dad still drives me to campus every day, partially because I failed my driver's test. And now I am graduating from the place I once dreamed so intensely of attending. It is really hard for me to imagine a life where I don't come to this campus. It is where I've grown up. This place brought me true, beautiful, lifelong friends I never thought I would make. It challenged me with intense change and showed me what it means to be dedicated to a passion, to dance, to art. It supported my interest in student life, / just giving me an opportunity for attention to MC all coffee houses and school dances. It supported my interest in social justice movements like the Body Positive by having fantastic faculty like Maria Freda to educate and create community spaces to be unapologetically ourselves. Not to mention, I was so lucky to get such world-class training from some of my favorite teachers I've ever known, like Miss Weiss, Naoko Brown, Mr. Owen, Diane Arvanites, and my personal favorite, Miss Lewis. All the change I experienced throughout these 4 years gave me something so important I didn't realize how valuable it would be. It gave me strength, determination, and the ability to understand that no matter how hard things get or how much self-doubt you may have, you might become even better for having faced it. It may sound cheesy, but that's how I feel about all of you. Some of you I have known since the very first day of school. Some of you I met through our lovely merger, and some of you I met my second full year of high school in person. What I can say for having faced so many faculty changes, a global pandemic, and just high school in itself is that it led me to all of you, and you all got through it stronger. The reason I know all of you will be successful, happy, well-adjusted, and contributing artists of society is because you all pushed through a lot of crap just to get here. It was extremely hard to get to this point. There were hours of late-night rehearsals, math homework due Sundays at 1 p.m., quarantines, injuries, doubts, bad decisions, and maybe even a healing circle here and there. But that never stopped you. You have proven that you have what it takes to go out into the world, fight for what you believe in, struggle, but never stop fighting. That driving spirit has made you as miraculous as you are. If this pandemic has taught us anything, it is that we can and we will adapt. Even an airborne, invisible virus will not stop us from doing, from singing, from acting, from making films, from sculpting, and from bassooning. That was my obvious attempt to include all majors. The point is, you already had an excruciatingly difficult and new high school experience. It is one that doesn't compare to any others, so feel free to hold that over everyone's heads. You already know how to make scary and strenuous situations work for you. You are ready for what the world has to offer you. Walking away from this school has left me with the knowledge that I can and will make it work. On that note, I want to leave you with some parting wisdom that I possess as fake valedictorian of this school. Number 1, modern dance will never go out of style. Number 2, Elena Wrinkle is awesome. Number 3, if you lose an item on campus, consider looking for it before sending out a school-wide email. Furthermore, should you find said item, you do not need to update everyone telling them that you have in fact found that item. Number 4, personal experience tells me that if you do a split jump in jeans, your pants will rip in front of the entire school. Number 5, liminal space and magician Joel Myers are forever analogous with one another to the class of 2022. Number 6, non nobi solum, meaning make sure to hire one another out there in the world because we all do such great work. And number 7, you're perfect. What you guys have to remember is that you are all exceptional. If not, you would not be graduating from here in the first place. You have a talent that sets you apart, and because you so brilliantly shined, you were able to come, live, and breathe the Walnut Hill experience. You stand out in the world, and not just because going to an art school looks great on a resume. You dedicated your time and mind to your craft, making you a valuable and desirable player in life. The high school you leaves behind your legacy, your actions, and your art. Artist Felix Gonzalez Torres once said, "Above all else, it is about leaving a mark that I existed. I was here, I was happy, I was sad, I was in love, I was afraid, I was hopeful. I had an idea and I had a purpose. That's why I made works of art." So go out after this and be courageous, be creative, be kind, and harbor this secret sense of superiority that you are better than everyone else for having gone here. You are all works of art, and I wish you the very, very best. Thank you. Choo choo 22.
As chair of the Board of Trustees of the Walnut Hills School for the Arts, the board has asked me to impart a very serious message to you. Congratulations to the great class of 2022. Well done. Actually, I do have a message to impart. Not from the board, but from my head and my heart. And that is that you are graduating today as nascent, educated artists, having completed the first step in your experience of higher education and your eventual careers. And as you go on and progress in your chosen careers, be they artistic, legal, medical, corporate, entrepreneurial, whatever, I want you to remember something valuable, something I first learned when I was in high school, and it has remained with me ever since. That is, the end hangs in the beginning. Finis origine pendit. In other words, the soundness of the start, the preparation, determines the success of the finish. Be it a work of art, a project, a paper, a relationship, or a lifetime. Walnut Hill has, I firmly believe, given you an excellent start in your career. And as for the future, I wish you all those journeys be the absolute best, and and through life, may they be rewarding and fulfilling. And now I'm delighted to introduce today's graduation speaker, Mahogany L. Brown. Miss Brown is the first poet in residence at Lincoln Center and one of the Kennedy Center's next 50 for trailblazing individuals helping shape culture and society through the arts. She is the executive director of Just Media, a media literacy initiative with a focus on the criminal legal system. She is informed by her career as a writer, organizer, and educator. Ms. Brown has received numerous fellowships. She is the author of recent works Vinyl Moon, Chlorine Sky, Woke, A Young Poet's Call to Justice. Also, she is the founder of the Woke Baby Book Fair, a traveling diverse reading campaign. Truly a remarkable woman. I give you Mahogany L. Brown.
Thank you so much. Gonna steal another water. Wow. So I come to you, a poet, author, educator, creative, curator, director, and on and on and on. But more importantly, I come to you as someone who is informed, reinvigorated, and revitalized through poetry. I'm surrounded by art and activism and movement work and magic, so when I logged on to the Walnut Hills website, researching this Narnia-like place, I live in Brooklyn, this is amazing, where writers and musicians and dancers and sculptors and painters and art purveyors of all kind exist, co-create and grow, I was leveled by the simple insistence, bright and center on the screen. You belong here. To be witnessed as breathing and beautifully human is our right. Our gift is a gift to the world that braves us brilliant. We build, commune, and hold, and are courageous even when it feels like fear is all we know. Dear graduates, you are at a major first intersection in the next leg of your journey on becoming. Who you are and what you believe have almost always been planned for you. Whether teachers and counselors directing you towards the college of your dreams, or the mentors and parents guiding you through life's obstacles. maybe even the prayers of your grandparents and pastors to give you the strength needed to endure. You have been assisted as you figured out your way forward. But today is the moment you get the chance to introduce the world to your heart, the way you want to be remembered, the way you want to be seen, how to say your name correctly, which pronoun fits you best. You choose today. I was raised in California, a dark brown, black girl with thin skin and big dreams. I had a difficult time thinking of the ways in which I was magic. Everyone around me told me I wasn't enough. My peers jeered, my crushes didn't crush back. I realized being a black girl came with a lot of jokes at the expense of my own self-esteem. And in hindsight, I can see we were all hurting. All of us wishing and praying for a moment to take a deep breath and not be judged. All of us hoping for true acceptance and peace as we climbed out the tattered shadows of societal standards and self-doubt. My fight for justice work utilizes the literary landscape as a vehicle for evolution because through writing, I was revolutionized. I began to see myself clearly, and that silenced the noise around me, about me, as I figured out who I wanted to be. The obstacles behind me are the reason I am here today. It brings me to you with a chest full of knowing, clear in my intention. So please use this moment as a reminder of the mantra. I hope the next 7 words remain with you always. We are enough and we belong here. Say it with me. We are enough and we belong here. All right now. Hopefully the more I say this, the more you will remember. Let it drape your shoulders with the cold. Let it drape your shoulders when the cold eyes loosen the truth from your bones. We are enough and we belong here. I want you to resist the urge to carry the heavy guilt of what is not yours, rather than fighting against the weight on your back. Pool your resources. Work with your comrades. Find what quickens your blood. Find what illuminates your dreams. Enjoy the task of unearthing yourself whole and still loved. Brilliant and still complex, funny and still fly. If you don't remind yourself of all your glory, the grief can be a forever well. It will make you doubt your brilliance and your ability. It will create a rupture between what you deserve and what you accept. So repeat after me. We are enough. We are enough. And we belong here. And we belong here. I had to learn the importance of repetition. It comes in 3s, y'all know. Muscle memory is a thing, right? I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. I work hard. I work hard. I work hard. I'm a leader. I'm a visionary. I have sacrificed my own comfort for the ease of my community. And I move like this because I'm interested in the liberation of all people. So yes, I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. Yes, I belong here. I belong here. I belong here. And I belong everywhere I choose to go. Huh? And through your artistic efforts to archive, explore, diversify, and empower the myriad of voices and cultures in this country and on this planet, you too will begin to believe and know and sing, I belong here, you belong here, you belong. You may have opened those college acceptance letters, internship inquiries, business plans, and travel itineraries full of fear, wonder, and anxiety. Your blood rushing and your eyes dancing because you are determined to win. But here's the T. I learned that too. Here's the T. Here's the T. You have already won. You are still here surviving a pandemic, surviving an educational crisis, surviving lack of mental health services, thriving despite police brutality, neighborhood redlining, and climate issues, policies, policing women's bodies, trans bodies, marginalized voices, and their bodies. You have already won. Because you are still here, this world will offer you so much of its bounty, but it can be unnecessary. An unnecessary task of placeholding if it truly is not your dream. So be the dream. Do the work. Show up for your communities, and in that way, you will always show up for yourself. You are better than you give yourself credit for. You are better. I battled internal demons and almost missed my chance at being an international storyteller. I always have been in love with books. I used to steal them from the library. I've always been in love with writing. I used to turn my cereal boxes inside out and use the cardboard. I've always dreamed with landscapes and language in mind. There was a time I was told the way I spoke, the poems I wrote, the people I celebrated were unacceptable, and therefore my writing was invalid. Had I listened to others about what my blood already knew to be true, I would have missed my opportunity to travel the world, writing poems in Poland, the Netherlands, Jamaica, Antigua, Canada, and across the country. I would never know a world where Black Girl Magic was more than a mantra after it went viral on PBS's NewsHour. I would never know what it meant to raise a daughter who fights and sings and loves as I do, who has since graduated from college and is pursuing her own dreams as a singer and songwriter. For myself and for you, I say this with my entire being. You are the reason all of us are smiling. You are the reason all of us are here. Toni Morrison said, your life is already artful, waiting, just waiting for you to make it art. I say, art is always happening because of you. Your blood and breath is art. Your resistance to norms and your reimagination of the future is art. You are exactly who this world has been waiting for. Lead us, challenge us, and watch our restoration as human beings, neighbors, and citizens restored. I'd like to leave you with the poem I wrote called This Is the Honey. Because there is no room on this planet for anything less than a miracle. We gather here today to revel in the rebellion of a silent tongue. Every day we lean forward into the light of our brightest designs and cherish the sun, praise our hands and throats. Each incantation, a jubilee of a people dreaming wildly despite the dirt beneath our feet or the wind pushing against our greatest efforts. Soil creates things. Art births change. This is the honey. And doesn't it taste like a promise? Where your heart is an accordion and our laughter is a soundtrack. Friend, dance to this good song. Look how it holds our names. Each bone of our flesh homes sing welcome. Oh, look at the gods dancing as the rain rains against a steely skyline, where grandparents sit on the porch and nod at the spectacle in awe of the perfection on their grandchildren's faces. Each small discovery unearthed in its own outpour. Tomorrow, our daughters will travel the world with each poem, and our sons will design cities against the backdrops of living museums. Yes, our children will spin chalk until each equation bursts a familial tree, rooted in miraculous possibilities and alive. Congratulations, class of 2022. You are lit. Your future is a furious song. Let us sing your praise.
Jacob Sidney Adams. Grace Elizabeth Altenberger. Emily Ames. Ewan Lee Armstrong. Emily June Aston. Patrice Bertrand. Isabella Ida Beavis. Emma Virginia Blake. Talia Lamb Bourne. Naomi Ann Burrill. Isabella Lisa Valedictorian Casparriello. Joanne Chen. Jacqueline Po-Yi Chen. Zuning Nicole Cheng. Koa Ming Kajiwara Chun. Celeste Miranda Cisneros. Catherine Virginia Clifford. Colin McQuaig Cloys. Christina Elizabeth Cole. Jonathan Cologne. Jane Ellen Curley. Samuel Henry D'Amico. Madeline Priya Das. Yi Hung Dwan. Aiden Thomas Duffy. Ali Fong. Audrey Grace Field. Annie Jacqueline Fitzpatrick. Yuha Gan. Cooper Carlton Gardner. Anastasius Dragonslayer Goddard.
Hold the railings.
Julia Renee Goldberg. Mallory Amelia Grothman. Sophia Christine Gulati. Surim Ha. Tianyu Yuki Huang. Elizabeth Florence Jacobson. Ayana Akuda Jaycox. Sadly, we have a graduate who can't be with us. We hope you're watching us on live stream. Jasper Jeffers. Natalie Jin. Nate Johnson. Youngmin Jun. Charlotte Faith Young. Caroline Susan Kelly. Mina Kim. Emily May Newsell. Analia. Mason McDonald Lennon. Lenahan, sorry. Kelsey Victoria Lewis. Rose Elizabeth Lichner. Xiangchen Liu. Sophie Patricia Locke. Michaela Patricia Manny. Anna Matei Jacques. Madeline Rose McCabe. Geffen Emily Moore. Michaela Moscow. Ali Yunsa Na. Kennedy Faith Newell. Tara Nguyen. Anna Isabella Paradiso. Maxwell Marcus Peters. Christiana Paula Temesis Poblete. Atticus Kendrick Powell. Ziyuan Chu. Lily Rebecca Ramris. Zoe Juliana Reddick. Matthew David Reese. Peter Eve Renouf. Holden William Rosenfeld. Celine Maya Salmi. Isabella Sanchez. Yelim Song. Jason David Serrano. Ella Thais and Yelena Thomas Montgomery. Hagen Mai Tran. Jason Kayung Vu. Tia Melissa Walker. Kenneth Wong. Fangzhen Wong. Singer Wong. Yuntien Keller Wong. Emma Louise Wheeler. Elena Alexia Rincon Garcia. Sumin Yoon. Haijing Zhang. Tina Zhang. GRA Gary Joe. Paige Volpicelli Zimmerman. And of course, last but not least, to join the class of 2022, Antonio Tony Viva.
Yeah. All right. Wow. All right, I didn't see that coming. I'm going to take this off so I can do my speech, and then I promise I'll put it back on. Hold on a second. So turn your tassels over to the other side, graduates. It is official. So this is my 12th and final time giving a charge to the senior class. And before I begin, I thought I would use this moment to express some gratitude. So I hope you'll bear with me as I go through some important people and groups that I want to acknowledge. First of all, Mahogany, thank you. Your words were powerful, they're moving. We are so deeply, deeply thankful to have you celebrating with us today. So from the bottom of my heart, deep gratitude. I want to thank the Board of Trustees. I've had the opportunity to work with an incredible board. The head of school has the challenge of between 25 and 30 bosses. And I've had two individuals I've worked with as board chair, Betsy McClendon and Jenny McAuliffe. And without question, part of what makes this job possible is the work of the Board of Trustees and the work of the individuals who answer the call of leadership to step into those chair positions. So I just want to say thank you to the board and to Betsy and Jenny for your years of service and your continued leadership. The school is in excellent hands, and I look forward to seeing where you take it in the future. So thank you very much. I want to thank all the parents and families that are here. I want to give a big shout out to the Family Association and to Patty Kelly for, Patty, your hard work. To the many parents who gave time at performances. This week I walked into the head's office, and I saw Carol Spann and Karen Lewis filling gift boxes. I mean, parents, you've done extraordinary. Thank you all very, very much. As a parent, I understand how important this moment is, and I hope that each and every one of you share in the joy and in the accomplishment of your graduates, because without your support, they wouldn't be here. So deep gratitude to all of you. My deep thanks to the members of the facilities department and John Della Chapa and his team for making campus look so beautiful today. I want to acknowledge the graduation committee for helping to plan today's events, the Mike Bucco, Susanna Reyes, John Virgilio, Gentum Suden, Garrett Murphy, Amanda D'Angelo, the Student Life Office for coordinating all the end of the year activities and traditions. In particular, a thank you to you, Ms. Castle. You've been a big part. You've been a big part of this journey for the past 12 years, so thank you. To my colleagues, faculty, staff, advisors, dorm parents, members of the various leadership teams, thank you so very, very much. You showed up every day. You brought yourselves, your best selves. You worked through insurmountable challenges, and we would not have gotten to this point without your efforts. So deep gratitude to each and every one of you that we call colleagues. There's just a few more, so bear with me. I want to acknowledge one colleague in particular who's also leaving this year. I've had the privilege of working with Suzanne Carpenter, our assistant head of school, for over 18 years. And Suzanne, you've been an important part of our journey here at Walnut Hill. I'm deeply grateful for your hard work, your commitment to our school and our students, and I've been fortunate to call you a confidant, an advisor, and a friend, so thank you. I got to thank my family, because my family is here today. Thank you, family, for your support and your guidance. With all these families here today, I am so glad that you're here to celebrate with us one final time. And then, to my beloved, so, Maria, I can't really begin to express the gratitude that I feel for everything that you have done. I know that Walnut Hill's a better place because you've been a part of it. You really, really, truly exemplify our motto, not for ourselves alone. Your contributions to our school, our community are far too many to list, but what I know and why I am emotional is this job would have been impossible without you by my side. All right. So, emotional stuff out of the way. To my dear, dear graduates, I am so proud of you. Congratulations on this extraordinary accomplishment. When the school year began, we talked about what this year might feel like. And I tried to frame for us this strange space we are in. And I hope that you know that our time at Walnut Hill and the realization that this moment has come to an end is very much upon us. I know that you're feeling it. I know that I am feeling it. And we are all of us, about to embark on something that we have not known and something that is new. And this in-between space we've lived in this year has at times been difficult. It has been challenging, but it has been filled with moments of joy and happiness and celebration. And so, as I take the stage for one last time as your head of school, I did spend several weeks trying to think about what my charge for you would be this year. And so they come in two parts, and they are related and connected to each other. The first, I will borrow partially from Mahogany. Find yourselves a mentor. No matter what stage in your life you are, the guidance and the wisdom that comes from having a mentor or a coach, someone whom you feel you can be vulnerable with, who will push you to think differently, is indispensable. The gift that comes from having a mentor is more valuable than probably any professional experience I've had. There have been many mentors who have shaped me. Bill Ziskin was my high school theater teacher. He encouraged me. In 9th grade, I will never forget it, he pulled me aside at the end of one class, and he said to me, "You should really think about taking a class in Shakespeare when you get to college." And I said, "Why, Mr. Z?" He goes, "You seem to get it. You seem to enjoy it, and I really think you should." You can't imagine how wildly impossible that may have seemed, and yet affirming for me when I did get to college and I did take a class in Shakespeare. And especially as a child of immigrants and a first-generation college student, I needed to hear that. And it was an important message. And Wendy Kohler was the principal in Amherst Junior High School who hired me for my first teaching position. And what she taught me more than anything else was she encouraged me to explore creativity in my classroom. And she explained and supported me in making sure that I understood that diversity and inclusivity had to be central to my work as a classroom teacher. And most recently, Jesse Sheffrin, artist, educator, and former provost of Rhode Island School of Design, who has been my mentor Since January of 2020, and I will tell you, I started working with Jesse right before the pandemic, and we had a plan of how we were going to work together, and within a few short weeks and months, our work changed. Jesse's been an extraordinary teacher and a mentor. She listens and pushes, she reflects, and she questions. And as I found myself in this liminal space of being both the head of school at Walnut Hill and getting ready to no longer be head, she shared some very important wisdom with me in October. During one phone call, we were exploring the process of how one goes about embracing the inevitability of change. And that was part of our work. How do we explore that space? And the decision to finish my tenure or the finality of a high school graduation, these are changes that we know are coming. So we have time to prepare for them. So after some time on the phone, she spent listening to me reflect on what I hoped I would be able to do and what I might consider as my next chapter in my personal and professional life. Jessie paused for a moment and in her profound and calm way said, as you think about what you want to do next, ask yourself this question. What do you need your next experience to provide you in order to be the person you have yet to become? Sit with that for a minute. As you leave this place, as you enter into new communities, how will those experiences shape you into the person you have yet to become? It was a profoundly deep and important question, and it was just what I needed to hear. So that is the wisdom I am sharing with all of you today. The space between who you are and who you have been up to this point in your lives is a culmination of choices and moments that have all shaped you. As you leave, what experiences will shape who you become? As a period of time passes, it's easy to see that the people we were before share common traits with the people who we are now. But ultimately, we are not the same people. We are a different version of ourselves. Time has changed us. The world has changed us. Necessity has changed us. So that is the second part of my charge to you, class of 2022. What do you need the next experience that you have to provide you in order to be the person you have yet to become? Each experience, every single choice, each opportunity you encounter will be a part of that creative process. Mentors have a funny way of making you think harder and longer than you would have ever wanted. They give you just the right medicine when you need it. They know when and how to push, and they also know when you need reassurance and guidance and support. So I want to be clear with all of you graduates that the person you are today is a culmination of all these moments, large and small. That recent or very long ago conversation that you had with a friend, your first love, the accomplishment of reaching an academic or artistic goal, the teacher who pushed you to try harder, the advisor who was there to stand by you when you needed help and support, the dorm parent that answered the door when you were sick. These human interactions, each of them, are part of the fabric that forms the tapestry of your life up to this point. But as you disperse, graduates, onto the world and make your way into new communities, you're going to bring all of these parts of yourself to each new encounter. And these little subtle moments that you may not pay attention to, these moments of wonder and of challenge and of failures, as well as of triumphs and moments of celebration, they become part of that creative process of who you will become. They are part of that metamorphosis that will help you emerge as new versions of yourself. Eventually a little older, a little wiser, and you will build on that in each single chapter of your lives. So, as you find your life's purpose, don't be afraid to make mistakes. Embrace the growth that comes from failure. See the good in people. Focus on bringing positive, loving kindness into the world. Don't focus on perfection. Focus on process. That's where the learning lives. Break down systems that oppress and engage in your civic duty of being a human being on this planet. Show gratitude daily. Develop a spiritual practice that resonates and connects you with a higher or divine source of energy. Sit in the little moments where you can be fully present and make time, graduates, for the human interactions that happen in real life. Reduce your dependence, our dependence, on the devices that we have that give us the belief that the connections we exist in this virtual reality are simply the only ones that have value. These are just few of the ways that I hope you will embrace the person you have yet to become. I'm confident, I know for a fact, the world is a better place because each of you is in it. And as we embark on our journey of discovery together, I begin to think about who I will become and who each and every one of you will become next. I join in you in this moment of transformation. The space we've shared together over the course of this year has closed, and our time together has come to an end. And as this world that we live in emerges from what it used to be to what it is becoming, these strange and liminal spaces that we have occupied have provided us with insight and understanding about how we can best navigate these uncertain times with patience and reflection and love, grace, and intimacy with ourselves and with each other. You, class of 2022, you are at a point where the page is turning. You are about to discover this new chapter, and it is ready for you to begin. I feel confident from knowing all of you that the talents, the enthusiasm, the passion that each of you possesses, I can't wait to see what the future holds. This new chapter, with each and every one of you in it, is going to be a beautiful thing to behold. Enjoy what comes next, and congratulations, class of 2022.